I grew up eating rice at practically every meal. For me, rice basically became synonymous with my culture, and if you're American, the same can likely be said for you. Sushi, risotto, horchata, gumbo, nearly every culture represented in the melting pot of the US uses rice in their dishes. And why not? Rice is a convenient carb. It can be easily split into large or small amounts, eaten clumpy or grainy, and its clean taste goes well with any sauce, stew, or side dish imaginable. In fact, an average American eats rice at least 3 or 4 times a week. But rice doesn't just show up on our plates. Around 80% of rice eaten in the US is grown domestically, and almost the entirety of this crop is produced in Arkansas, the Mississippi Delta, the Gulf Coast, or Central California. Growing rice is a year-round process, from field preparation as early as February to harvest as late as November. Before planting, farmers use special equipment to make the soil a more even planting surface, and then flood the fields to create the moist environment rice thrives in. Seeds are then planted through grain drills or aerial seeding. Throughout the growing season, fresh water is continually flooded to keep the plants hydrated. Once rice reaches maturity, farmers drain fields and use combine harvesters to collect the rice. Harvested rice is put in dryers to prepare it for storage and milling. It's only after the milling process and storage that rice is packaged and transported to stores for us to buy. The rice grown in the US varies quite broadly. Long-grained rice production is mainly in the South, while California specializes in medium and short-grained rice. Additionally, rice can be milled to different degrees or processed in different ways, which gives you rough rice, brown rice, white rice, parboiled rice, pre-cooked rice, retort rice, and much more. As you can imagine, all these complicated processes in the rice industry provide for a lot of jobs. About 125,000 jobs are created by the industry, with roughly 14,600 of these directly involved in farming. In total, the rice industry contributes more than $34 billion to the US economy every year. Rice does a lot for the US, culturally and economically. The next time you see rice on your plate or in your bowl, which may be tonight if you're like me, you might wonder, what did this grain go through to get to my mouth?